am the APC USA National Youth Leader. I think the president has done a great job. We must commend the president's work so far. You have to be mindful that the president took the helms of power. It's not yet up to a year that the president has come into power, and there's been a lot that he has done since then. Youth inclusiveness has been part of it. We have seen some young ministers, and definitely we'll see more youth inclusiveness in the current administration. I mean, it will be a pleasure to serve the country, but hey, I am not in the president's mind or the decision maker's mind, so I don't know what they have planned up, but it will be a great value to serve the nation. I'm not giving anything away. Serving a nation is a privilege, and the person in power would make the rightful decision on who he wants in his cabinet. I don't have power, I don't have control on where, or if even it's going to happen. What I know is we made the right choice by voting for our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to be in power. He has done a whole lot economically to change the helm of things around, which we are beginning to see the transition of how our economy is beginning to turn around. But as far as political office, I have no control over anything. I want to commend the president's effort greatly about his transformation and his policies. If you look at one of my articles that I wrote May 29, I said in that article, it's not going to be rocket science. It's not going to be magical. It's going to be a lot of work. And knowing fully well the human nature, we are an impatient people. We are not patient. So the president, I have the analogy that I was making back then. I said, no matter how long you've been on the wrong road, will not guarantee your destination. Let me give you an example. The example I like to give is, let's just say for example right now, you're trying to reach Kano, right? You want to go up north, and you head towards Cotonou. Is that going to get you to Kano? No. The question is no. So as far as the economic wise, we were on the wrong road for a very long time. That's why you see there was a stall in our GDP. There was no growth and everything. So when the president took power, after he was sworn in, he had to correct some measures. And that's why you see the transformation. If it's the CBN, things escalated first with pricing of even the dollar was like 1,000 to $1 to 1,800 naira, but you can see things beginning to reverse itself right now and getting to the right hand. In the next, maybe give it another 1 year, you will see huge economic growth. APC USA is one of the chapters of APC Nigeria. We have our leader who leads that aspect, Professor Labinjo, who is Segun Labinjo, is our leader, APC USA. We do a lot when it comes politically, and we definitely was very, very involved in the past campaign. Previous, if it's Buhari regime, we were involved. Now we're also involved in President Asiwaju's campaign. We were back and forth, social media everywhere. We did what we needed to do, and definitely my function is with each state in the United States of America. We have APC branches, and those branches come with state youth leader. If you're talking about Texas have their youth leader, New York has their youth leader, but I am the national of all the states in America. So we do have our meetings, we do have our discussion. We had the youth, we sat on a committee called the PESA committee, where we deliberated about, youth inclusiveness, like you say, and changing the ministry, which finally came to separate youth from sports. Those were all the things we deliberated on, and how Mr. President got a film of it. But you can see sports youth is different, because sports is huge. The youth is huge in Nigeria. The youth is 60% of the population. So that needs for his ministry to be different from any other thing and to be properly taken care of. Renewed hope means a whole lot. It means like all hope is not lost. It means giving back the hope that we once really was hopeful for, and definitely it's being renewed right now to be on the right track of things. It's for Mr. President to unleash the full potentials of the economical growth of the nation, and for every corner of Nigeria to feel it. And we are beginning to see it, like I said earlier on in the interview, that you can see things went up because of the subsidy removal. That affected a whole lot of things, but things are getting back on track right now. The economic growth is beginning to turn around. You can see the dollar went from 1,800 naira to 800 as of this week, probably lesser next week. So things are beginning to turn around.